Yeah, Mr. Chaos. It's 40 proof for times the deuce, 80 proof and nothing less. See us on the mic, we laughing drunk, you better come correct. Our Discord is popping, bruh. Haters ain't no stopping us. The Twitch is getting better every time, you better follow us. Old man Rucker lost in tech, JB coming for his neck. Talk shit to each other, but nobody better come and flex. Atlanta up to Canada, Boston down to San Antonio, California out to Jersey. Better blast us in your home, you coming for the title. You better bring your Bible, cause we'll bury you on Wednesday. Friday night is the revival. You know we love that whiskey, drinking rum and getting tipsy. We just out here having fun while you haters looking shitty. Don't wanna cause no trouble, but with us you know it's double. 80 proof and all the family, you know we just might corrupt you. You better get your drink, be prepared to start the laughing. 80 proof is starting now, man. Lights and camera action, yo!
Broadcasting on Twitch TV. You're listening to the 80 Proof Podcast.
Walking through the hallway, they're like, "Hey, handsome." Bitch, I know you're paying for dick. Or dick's paying for you.
Dick's paying for you.
You're not just calling random fucking fat guys handsome that are wearing Hawaiian shirts that look like they got a lot of money. Get the fuck
You
out
were wearing a Hawaiian shirt?
Not me, dickhead. How dare you? I said fat guys. Fuck you, Jay.
No, sorry.
Like Ryan Reeves, he played for them for a while. Yeah. He's a big old black guy, and he likes to fight. And
just because he's black doesn't mean I'm gonna like him. What the fuck?
You could have related to him a little better. You know, you were talking
skates. He plays hockey. What the fuck would I relate to him about?
You were just saying how there's no black players.
You're telling me if there was a black dude on the team, you wouldn't immediately be your favorite player?
I think that's racist. That'd be racist on my part to just be like, fuck all the good guys. He's black. I like him.
But he's still good.
Yeah, I definitely cheer for the black guy there.
The first thing we're gonna do to an alien is stick something in its ass, guaranteed.
Anyways, if all
or
this...
if they catch Jay's gonna bend over. Like I've heard about you guys.
What that?
How big's this probe?
Yeah,
got alien.
Well, I had this one that was just for me. You know, it wasn't a wingman situation. I won't name a number, but she was very big.
Don't talk about Devin's mom like that.
Jesus Christ.
No, this girl was big old white girl, and she was cross.
Cross-eyed? Like fucking this?
And you'll be cruising along, switching channels, and bam, gay porn. Dude, hockey and CBD? You're halfway to a white guy.
And also, I like to be quite violent with the titty.
No, dude, they don't get caught on shit like people would think. Like, I've had mine done since I was 16, and I think I've got it caught once.
You don't have tits, Admiral.
Yeah, that's debatable.
Let me tell you why you're wrong.
Live from Atlanta, Montreal, and Kansas City with Chris Rucker, J-Bomb, and Ad Meyer.
All right, so how do we have to roll this, Aaron?
There's some tits.
I tell you, nobody can suck a dick like a guy with a tongue ring.
Oh, you can tell us?
Yeah, that's the definitely the gayest thing I've heard Rucker say on the show, that's for sure. Yeah.
Captain walks in the room and Jay's got his finger in his ass, with his legs cocked up in the air. I thought the door was locked.
Humping the pillow.
It's like you haven't showered in 8 days and you're playing with your asshole. Go shower.
I was a skater boy.
I said see you later,
boy.
Oh my god.
Jinx!
And you're like, oh, There's a dick.
Didn't
There's
miss
another dick. The girls never came.
Owns the Atlanta Falcons. Owns Home Depot.
Okay, listen. Home Depot.
I mean, you're the one that's like, do y'all have those?
Well, I don't know. I don't fucking know. Maybe it's Lowe's or some shit in this stupid country.
Got both of them.
There's a shirt at Spencer's that says, "Who ate all the pussy?"
Dude, like if you saw like this kind of thing going on, you know, like squeezing my nipples and shit, and pulling the shit up and wearing dirty stuff like that, like. Yeah, well, that sucks, Admire. You know, for a guy who always has no prospects, you do tend to score.
Every once in a while, I do.
And you're good at, like, not just scoring once. You score for a couple weeks until, you know, inevitably you become the check.
And profile picture.
So grab a drink. We're live.
Welcome to another episode of 80 Proof live on YouTube, powered by FullPressCoverage.com. Go there for all your sporting wants and needs, which I don't know what the fuck they be talking about right now because I haven't been paying attention. F1's in Vegas right now, fucking everything up. You guys heard about this shit?
Yeah.
Dude, I think it's awesome. I wanted to go.
Yeah, well, if you would have waited until now, tickets have been cut by like 60 to 75%.
Like, I can't remember the movie, but there was a Stallone movie where they did that. They were racing Indy cars through the streets, and like the Hoonigan stuff, the drift car races, they do a lot of those on the streets. So Indy's making the change. I think it's cool, man, especially being somewhere like Vegas.
Yeah, but they're not starting until 10 p.m. local time.
Well, yeah, they're not going to shut down the fucking businesses.
They did already, Admire. That's the big fucking story. They've shut down all that shit to build this fucking track around there.
Well, I mean, the stuff's still open. There's back ways in, but from what I've seen, a lot of the strip, like where you walk down and you do the bridge over and all that's closed.
Yeah, because they don't want you watching it for free. They want you to pay for it, but nobody's paying for it as much as they thought they would. Because remember, I'm going to Vegas December 1st because my buddy's 40th birthday, and his birthday's actually today. Happy birthday, Nate. Probably ain't fucking watching. Fuck you.
Happy birthday, Nathan.
His 40th birthday's this week, and we looked up tickets, and Giraffe Pussy doesn't even quantify how high these tickets were.
Oh, shit.
What are we talking? We talking $600?
Just for a plane ticket there and back, over $1,000.
Ooh.
Hotels, $400 and $500 a night for the cheap shit. You remember when you went Admire and you paid a shitload of money for that cheap ass hotel you were in because there was
But $900 for 2 nights at a Motel 6.
Jesus. And I was staying at, where did I stay that weekend? I stayed at downtown Grand, I think, and it wasn't that expensive. Like, I don't know.
You were on the strip the first night, and then you went downtown, I thought.
Yeah, I don't know how you ended up paying that much for a Motel 6.
Or no, you stayed with Brent the first night.
That's just fucking insane. But yeah, fullpresscoverage.com. Go there to hear about all that type shit. What's up, Jason?
What's up, man? I'm still, I'm getting comfortable here. There's a whole bunch of new stuff going on, so I'm making sure that things are being taken care of here on YouTube. We made the change finally.
We transitioned, as they would say.
Oh, look at us. I don't know what we can get away with on YouTube compared to Twitch, but Twitch is dead, baby. We put a fucking fork in it.
Yeah, I never thought Twitch was for us, like, secretly, but I just feel like Twitch was for gaming, young people, and hot bitches, and we're none of those three.
None of us own a hot tub in our living room to play Jenga in, so we didn't make it on Twitch.
Or a kiddie pool. And I hate to put it like that, but I do just feel like Twitch was for literally for gaming and titties bouncing. And though we have 6 titties here, they don't bounce.
Well,
None of us have ever been paid to see our tits.
I'm watching a video last night on this guy that we know through the hockey community. His name's Shramke, and he's like just rating somebody else's stream on Twitch, and literally it was just like 4 or 5 girls in bikinis. I'm sure it was a guy filming, and they were just having a Nerf war, man. And I swear to God, there was like 5,000-6,000 people watching. Just money. And I'm sitting there going, why doesn't every girl do this? What is wrong with you?
Right. I'm guilty of it. Like when we first started on Twitch, me and Admire would come during the pre-show, and I'd be like, Admire, check this one out. And I'd send them a link, and it'd just be a girl like standing there reading shit. But she was so hot, you couldn't fucking. Now, I wasn't giving her money. Like, I'll pay you $75 to write my name on your arm and read it over Twitch. Like, who the fuck does that?
Yeah. It sucks because we actually bring content and laughs and thoughts, and they bring nothing, and they get all the money.
Well, I wouldn't say they bring nothing.
Yeah, they're definitely bringing something.
They're bringing a lot.
Oh, little boners.
Well, think about it though, right? Twitch is like almost a kid's streaming network. You can totally fake your age. You just got to click OK.
It's PG-13 porn.
Yeah, and like if you show skin and moving breasts, everyone's gonna go get mommy and daddy's credit card, man.
Yeah, I'm not hating on them. You know,
No,
I've said it a million times. Like if I was a hot chick right now, like I'd have an OnlyFans.
Can we talk about this?
Yeah,
Sure.
So we've all said it. Oh, if I was a girl, I'd be a slut. Like, let's be for real. If you were a chick, what would your limit be to your sluttiness, whoriness to make money? Like, what would your like seriously, like really, what would you do?
Oh, I'd fuck on film. If I didn't have kids, I'd fuck on film.
Yeah, I think I would too. I think I would take it to the absolute limit. I would be a prostitute. I would be a porn star.
I don't know about a prostitute. That's dangerous.
Well, if I look good enough, I would be a porn star. But if I was ugly, I would be a cheap hooker.
If I was like a really, really hot girl, like I'd probably fly to Vegas every other weekend to work at a strip club and just make a couple grand that weekend and come back home.
I don't think you need to do any of that anymore. I think nowadays, if you're hot enough, man,
the OF,
just the OF, man.
Yeah, but I'm saying if you don't want your shit out there like that, you don't want people to know that. Like Vegas is a 4-hour flight for me. Like every other weekend, as a girl, you go work at the fucking Spearmint Rhino, make a couple grand. You probably got to fuck here and there, but you're not online doing it, right? Like,
I don't know, man. I think online sounds a lot better to me. Like, I get that you're saying that like your stuff won't be out there, but at the same time, like you're safe.
Well, okay. So give you an example.
Vegas strip club.
There's the teacher in Missouri that got fired because she had OnlyFans. If she was flying to Vegas and doing her shenanigans on the weekend, she could have been, balancing both jobs.
You still have a 401k and a retirement plan. She'd get a pension in 20 years. Because the looks are going to go eventually, right? Like, but her getting fired and that story going viral, I wonder what her numbers are doing on OnlyFans now.
Oh, I bet it went through the roof, man.
You got to think like a lot of people probably didn't know about it. And now, we're dumb guys. We're like, what? A naked hot teacher?
Yeah. That story, when it hit the news, that was the biggest free advertisement she could have got.
Mm-hmm. Like, old girl, that motherfucker's not real. If she starts an OnlyFans, she's set for life after the first month.
She's going around telling everybody like she didn't see anybody. It was just an altercation over AirPods.
Something like that.
I don't think it matters what she saw anymore. I think, like, honestly, like if she says she wouldn't do it, which means it's coming soon. But that first month that she opens that up, like, she's set for life. You gotta think if she charges $20, at least 1 million people would fucking probably sub to it.
Easy.
Yeah.
That's $20 million in 1 month.
Look at Bad Baby, man.
She made like a stupid amount her first night, like the first 10 minutes.
And what's crazy about that is that if you think about it, right? All the pictures she took, she was a minor in them.
Ugh.
Yeah.
I mean, we've talked about her already. Like the fact that there was guys like with a countdown clock to when she turned 18 is just creepy as fuck.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Wasn't there one of those I think there was a website that had a countdown clock for the Olsen twins to turn 18.
Oh wow.
Bad Baby in 2022 claims she had over $50 million from her OnlyFans alone.
Marshmallow up in the chat says, How many strippers do they need in Vegas? Don't they have enough? There's never enough strippers, Captain. Never.
See,
It's a revolving door, man.
this is frustrating. I had this whole setup where if somebody posts something like interesting in the chat, I can click a button and it'll appear in the bottom quadrant on the screen. Because I got rid of the live chat, right? Because we all have the chat beside us. But I was really excited for that feature and I can't get it to work right now. It's pissing me off. Oh, Miss Chaos is in here. What's up?
Yeah, she says OnlyFans because you can make different videos and do custom videos. I wish there was a metric we could get off of that. Is what % of their money is coming from custom videos? Because every one of them in their description of their OnlyFans says DM for customs. Like, if somebody's DMing you for a custom video, that means they want to see you do some weird shit, most likely, and they're willing to pay whatever. Like, there's money in that.
Two things. One, Jay, I think you got it pinned in the wrong place because on YouTube, when they make a comment, it turns blue and it goes to the top of the chat.
No, I know, but that's what you're supposed to do, and it's also supposed to appear on our frickin' screen.
Okay.
So I'm
and
trying
two,
it.
Admire. That's why I was saying I'd rather just like fly back and forth to Vegas. Like that special videos for some, like that's a lot to keep up with, you know? Like if you got 100 people sub to you and half of them are asking you to do custom fucking things, yeah, we'll pay you $30 for you to fart with your socks on. Like that's a lot of shit to come up with.
Well, like, and you got to imagine a lot of the videos they do are solo things. Like, how many times a day could you fucking masturbate, man? Like,
yeah, you basically got to fucking take one video and then dub everybody's name over it and make it seem like you're calling their name for it.
right?
Again, it just sounds like
This video is for Bob.
Yeah, I'm trying to make this shit easy. Like, give me a flight to Vegas. Let me fucking work at the Spearmint Rhino. Maybe fucking ride a couple dicks here and there. Make about $3-4 grand that weekend. Stay at a hotel. Fly back on Monday, and come back and do it all over again in a couple weeks. While I'm working at my regular job, and now I'm making an extra $5 to 10 grand a month every other weekend.
Yeah. So to go back to what Marshmallow said, how many strippers do they need in Vegas? Like, I can guarantee you that every one of us know someone or know of someone that like we went to school with that went to Vegas to strip for some period of time. Like, I can name 3, and I'm from a small piece of shit town. Like, if you look halfway good and have some rhythm, you can go be a stripper in Vegas. And
you overqualified it. You don't even have to look halfway good or have rhythm. I mean, obviously, the hotter you are, the more money you're gonna make in Vegas. Because in Vegas, like everybody's hot in Vegas. Actually, I take that back. I haven't seen like super hot people when I've been in Vegas, besides like the showgirls on the street and shit like that. But I've also never been to a Vegas strip club.
I don't know. I didn't go to a Vegas strip club either. I mean, there's a lot of attractive people for sure that are there tourist wise, but I don't know what the caliber of the strip club is. The people that I do know that went out there to strip, I mean, they're okay. I mean, they're nothing I would say special.
The girl that I went to high school with that was in Playboy, she went to Vegas. I don't know if she went there to strip. I'm gonna assume she did. And she was definitely top tier. She was tied, you know, the whole show together. She was one of the girls that had the code words for cocaine and shit like that when I was in high school.
Pizza,
pineapples and pizza and shit like that.
YouTube is hard. Sorry. I'm paying attention. I am. But
you'll get the hang of it.
I'm
chill out. Don't freak out.
I know, but it bothers me. I was so excited. My problem is if one thing doesn't work, it doesn't matter if everything else did.
Yeah, take a deep breath. It's fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Everybody watching can see the chat window to the right.
Yeah. And just, we need, I imagine everybody that's watching is subscribed, but like we need to get our subscribers up back to levels of at least Twitch. So borrow your mom's phone, subscribe to us.
Yeah, that's the beauty here. It's free, right? So there's absolutely no reason why you shouldn't hit that sub button and that like button. That helps us out. And basically, yeah, right now we're at 20 subs because we've not done anything. Let's get to 50, man. Let's get to 50 as quickly as possible. And then from 50, all we got to do is hit 500.
You know, on your kid's tablet, go subscribe to us. It's not like it's going to pop up and just throw it right in front of them, but it shows up as a subscriber for us.
It's huge. Very helpful.
The one thing that's going to help with our subscriptions, maybe somebody will catch us by accident. We're going to have an OnlyFans model on here in the next 2 weeks. It won't be live though, because she actually does a podcast also on Thursdays. So it'll be pre-recorded. Well, I guess I'm announcing that. Jay, did you ever answer me that we could do that on a Tuesday or Wednesday, maybe?
Like if I'm available for it?
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
All right.
Actually, I was meaning to ask you guys, I know we switched to Thursdays because of Admar's schedule. Is that still a thing? Do we have to stick with Thursdays?
Pretty much.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm on Thursdays for a little bit, as long as it works for everybody else.
Yeah, it's still working. Just curioso.
But yeah, so all your little questions, Admire, you can ask Whitney, who will be on with us eventually. If you're here then, because if we got to do it on Tuesday or Wednesday, Admire, I don't know if you'll be available or not, but
Yeah, I could make a Tuesday work probably.
Oh, we could do it later in the evening too, right? We don't have to do it like.
What do I do on Tuesdays?
well, Tuesday nights at 8 o'clock, I do Boots to the Face. I can move that around though, because we're audio only now. So
Yeah.
I don't know why we're talking about this now. But anyway,
Mm.
coming soon, we're gonna have a really, really, really attractive woman that does OnlyFans on here through the wrestling space, and we'll be able to ask her. I got questions like, because like she's not she's not the Tiffany Gomes chick or Bad Baby or anybody like that. That's like a celebrity that's out there. She's just regular chick with a regular job and does OnlyFans. She got popular through wrestling Twitter because most wrestling Twitter girls aren't hot, and she is. So, like, I got questions like, does your fucking family know about this? Like, what made you do it? I don't care, like, how much money you're making. Just like,
Oh, I do. I want to know the money thing. I want to know, is it like
I
a
think
living wage or is it supplemental income?
I think that's a good way to put it. But I think it's rude to be like, how much money are you making off of it?
Right. Oh, yeah. I would ask it like that. I just want to know what's the line? Which side of the line is she on? Supplemental or?
And that's a good question because she's hot as shit. So if she ain't making that much, then it's like, well, maybe it ain't as easy as we thought.
I think it's pretty easy.
I think a lot of people have the idea that it's easy because that big story broke about the lady making $200,000 a month farting in a jar. Everybody's like, oh, well, I could fucking do that. Or they just assume other people are making good money. I've been on Reddit and I've seen a lot of the people that advertise their OnlyFans. There's a lot of unattractive people on there that don't do anything special. They're just like, hey, you want to watch me finger blast or whatever? Like, I can go to the hub and watch that shit.
And then like what's successful on OnlyFans, right? Like, I don't know like what the lady that's gonna be on here, I don't know what her numbers are or anything like that. I know I looked at her Instagram today when I was chatting with her about coming on. She has almost 20,000 followers on Instagram, right? So if 25% of that subs to her OnlyFans, that's 5,000 people. I don't know how much her OnlyFans is. Say that's $10 a month. That's 50 grand a month.
Yeah,
Now, am I shooting too high with those numbers? Like, of those 20,000 people, would 5,000 sub? Maybe only like 500 sub. But at $10 a month with 500 people, that's still $5,000 a month.
yeah, that's still really good.
So yeah, it's a again, I don't want to ask her like concrete numbers and shit like that. That's none of my fucking business. But I would like you said, Admire, like, is it supplemental or are you only keeping your regular job for health insurance?
Right. Yeah, that's my major question towards one of them. And the other question that I would ask her, and I mean, I guess I can ask you guys, is what does she do or what can she do to make herself stand out from other ones? Like, is there something that's not happening on OnlyFans that you guys think that somebody should do that hasn't been done yet that might make some money? Because OnlyFans isn't just for like porn stuff. Like, there's all kinds of OnlyFans stuff. They kind of treat it like a Patreon almost, just behind the scenes to a lot of stuff.
I feel like let me get that out of the way. Like, what would she do to stand out? And this is just again me projecting on what I think her answer might be. I don't think she's competing with everybody else. I think she's competing with her followers. So like, she's doing what got her 20,000 followers. You dig? Like, and she got a boob job like a little while ago. I'm pretty sure of.
Oh,
So, like, I'm sure that piques her followers' interest too.
Yeah, that's always nice.
So,
What industry is she from? You said wrestling?
yeah, she's one of the chicks that like watches wrestling and shows up at wrestling events. She's just hot.
Mhm.
She's a ring girl, and she lives in, I want to say in Missouri, because every time she posts about being a ring girl, it's in fight something. I can't fight FC or some shit like
yeah,
that.
Invicta FC.
No, it's I can't remember the name of it. What are you doing?
Trying to point to Admire.
We're trying to gingerly touch our tips. Our cameras are all backwards and shit.
It's so
What's
hard.
wrong with you?
Well, because you said Missouri, so I said, well, he's got a shot. He's got a shot.
He doesn't have a shot. He's not shooting.
I'm not shooting no more.
Oh,
Yeah.
right. Yeah, I keep forgetting.
He put his gun away,
It's
Yeah, you keep forgetting because it's not on my Facebook profile.
exactly.
which is a shocker. All right, let's get into the show. What is PWHL?
Professional Women's Hockey League.
Mm.
So, like, you know how the NHL exists or the NBA, right? This is the equivalent of the WNBA, and it's happening. It's starting in January. And they just announced some jerseys, and already the backlash is starting.
Why is it not enough clothing?
No, it's totally it's normal clothing. It's just
What is it? Is it like weird team names, like the fucking bitch pigeons or something?
No, the Toronto. I don't even know what the name of the team is, but they're from Toronto, and they just have the generic Toronto spelt out diagonally, right? Which basically you're just getting all the arguments going. Whoever designed these did design them well because they're women, you know. So the whole I don't know why we can't just freaking celebrate that, like exactly.
They look like high school jerseys.
Yeah, but you know what? Like, look at the jerseys from the NHL when they first started. And I know that like we're like better designers now than we were back then, but still at the end of the day, those one day guaranteed in 20, 30 years from now will be a throwback retro jersey that are going to sell like crazy.
So is this the original? No, it isn't the original six from NHL. It's Boston, Minnesota, Montreal, New York, Ottawa, Toronto.
Pretty close.
Yeah, Chicago was the original six, right?
Yeah, Chicago, Detroit, Boston, Montreal, Toronto. I don't remember it. New York. But yeah, it's going to happen, and you know, it brings up the whole debate of women's sports and equal pay and all that kind of stuff. I will say this though, out of all the women's sports that are out there, I think as this being kind of a Canadian sport, I bet you it's going to get the most views out of all the ones that exist.
Dude.
Canadian sport, y'all haven't won the cup in like 30 years.
No, but I mean, like, there's no basketball in this country. There is no baseball in this country. There's
No football.
Well, there's the CFL, but it's trash, right? So you give us another pro league like this. Like, we have junior leagues that do well here. We have washed up player leagues that do well here.
So basically, hockey in Canada is like football in Texas, where like Friday Night Lights and shit like that, the TV shows and the movies came out because football's a religion in Texas. So in Canada, hockey's like that.
Yeah, so if some of these cities are getting a second team, and women's hockey is good. Like, it's not, I don't know. I mean, I've never watched the WNBA, but I've seen highlights or lack thereof.
The WNBA, it's pretty good. They got some really good players. I don't watch it anymore, but I have.
I just think that like the difference between is so different.
Yeah, you got to adjust, right? Like, it's like when you watch golf. Tiger Woods can hit a fucking 9-iron 250 yards, and the women are hitting their fucking driver 250 yards.
Mm-hmm.
Like, the power and the speed and shit like that is different. But if you think about it this way, when I watch women's golf, I'm looking at what club they're choosing because that's about how far I hit.
Yeah, seriously. They definitely
So
can
it's-
outswing us.
Right. It's
Yeah.
definitely I'm closer to them
Yeah.
than I am to what pro athletes would do. But like here in the States, we got like collective bargaining agreements, Jay, where like the rules and shit are set for the players. Do they have that in the women's hockey league? Like, are they gonna make it home in time to cook dinner still?
Oh my
after
God.
practice?
Well, see, my first thought was, is there going to be more fights in women's hockey?
I don't think you're
Because
allowed. I think it's
they're
banned.
going to be so bitchy about somebody running into them.
I think it's going to be banned. That's my guess. But like
Why is it banned? Women can fight too.
Yeah, no, I know that, but I mean, I'm just going by like the video game rules because it's excuse me. If you make yourself a female in the video games, you can't get in fights after big hits.
Well, yeah, because that's men versus women.
Oh, that's true. I don't know. I that's a good question. I've never seen. I don't think I've seen a women's league fight before. Maybe we could YouTube it on break, but
There's got to be a women's beer league that had a fight.
yeah, beer league.
don't know,
Yeah.
but here we got the women's football league where they're in. It used to be the lingerie football league, and now it's like Legends Football League.
Mhm.
And they don't wear lingerie anymore, but they don't wear a lot of clothes. And some of these women are really good looking and really good athletes too. Like it's still football, but it's like this is gonna sound sexist. It's like the things that I love the most, right? It's like athleticism, football, hot women.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
all mixed into the same fucking thing. And I feel like there's a market for that. And I feel like nowadays you get fucking judged for thinking women are attractive out loud.
There we go. There's our women's hockey expert in the chat.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Karen says women's hockey is fast and amazing technique if you know the game, and they get rough. Absolutely, they get rough. I mean, look, that's not the joke I'm trying to make. What I'm getting at here is that, okay, so how do I compare this for you guys? When the men aren't allowed to participate in the Olympics, in the Winter Olympics, when the NHLers aren't allowed to go, men's hockey is not fun to watch. But the women's hockey is really fun to watch because it's the top tier women in the world. It's the pro women. And what's awesome, like, and even when the NHLers are there, the years that we've gone to the Olympics with them, the women's hockey is just as popular, just like equal. And I'm not kidding. Like the bar is packed for every women's game. Does that happen for women's basketball in the Olympics if the professional men aren't there, or even if they are there?
I don't think so. I mean, the biggest women's thing that I seen was like the Women's World Cup soccer.
Yeah. But that doesn't even get that much attention. Like it does because it's the only thing going on, but they're the ones that complain the most. And I think I'd rather watch females play soccer than men, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of sports that I'd rather watch women do than like
Volleyball,
football, and baseball are the only like sports that I would prefer watching men in. But I love women's fighting more than I look like UFC and boxing. I watch women do that all. Golf. I love watching women play golf.
volleyball.
Wow.
Well, yeah. I mean, duh.
Yeah, no shit.
But yeah, I think there's certain sports that I'd rather watch women do just because they're so much faster and like because they're so smaller and compact. Like UFC, those fights are always way more entertaining to me when women fight.
I agree. I prefer women's UFC as well. Women's wrestling definitely
EJ
is.
says tennis, definitely tennis.
Yeah,
I love
tennis, yeah.
women's tennis.
Yeah. Just sounds nice, yeah.
The noises they make.
Ah.
Who's that one girl? Who's the Paige Van Zant of tennis? What was her name?
Kornikova?
Anna Kornikova.
Yeah, she fucking sucked. She was absolute trash. But
Yeah.
I watched every fucking match of her back then. I used
She
to
was
love
so
watching
hot,
her
dude.
kick her ass, and everybody be so mad that she wouldn't win.
Mm-hmm.
She was so hot.
So hot. Like, stupid hot. Like, what the hell is that? That's so
You've
hot.
been
What the
walking by like when Wimbledon's on, and it's just some random woman playing tennis. You have no idea who she is, and you're like, I guess I'm watching this now.
fuck? Yeah.
Yep. Then you start going down the rabbit hole, looking her up. Fucking.
It's Kornikova against
OnlyFans.
some Slovakian alley fucking poodle dog. Well, I'll put it this way, okay? There's a lot of good-looking hockey players, but there are a lot a lot of Subarus in the in
Dude,
the women's
isn't,
sports.
That's the
Phil
same with soccer
Kessel.
and softball. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. I still think they're hot.
Phil Kessel's, I think it's his daughter or his sister. Yeah, she's hot.
Yeah,
Start
she's
driving, switch from an automatic to a fucking manual. I'll do my part.
Lisa Paraggio. Did we just figure out who the Mookie is?
We already knew that.
Oh, I didn't
We
know
knew.
that.
Yeah, she's already told us that.
Oh, I got a question though. What the hell? Are people subbing? Because when people sub, a thing is supposed to happen.
Maybe these people are already subbed because if they have to sub in order to
chat.
Yeah, so maybe they're already subbed to us. I'm guessing.
Chat, can you tell us if you had to sub? If anybody is subbed since we've started this stream, let me know. Because like that's the highlight, bro. When somebody subs, and wait until somebody gives a donation.
It didn't change because I just refreshed on my phone and we're up to 22 and the screen says 20. So we've gained 2 since the show started.
Well, what the frick? Why isn't it popping up?
It says the tough part about hockey is that it's an expensive sport to get into, so less people play in general. It's kind of like golf, but golf is popular. Anyone can go out to a field and play soccer or go to a park and play basketball. I've always said that about golf too. Lisa says our friends just bought a minor league hockey team. Wow. Braggadocious, are we? Your friend need to adopt a 41-year-old black man? So they got so much fucking money. We could be like the 2023 version of Webster. Especially if the wife is hot.
What the fuck is that?
You never watch Webster?
No.
Different Strokes?
No. I don't know what that is.
I'm a little taller than they are. Just a little bit, though. Just a cunt hair taller.
He was short.
You know who Gary Coleman is?
What you talking about, Willis?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, that's what that was about.
What's that show called?
Different Strokes and Webster. They were basically the same fucking show.
Oh.
Webster was a little light skinned and Different Strokes was the dark skinned guy. They were both black kids that got adopted by whites.
Who was the other one?
There was no other. There's only 2 of them, I thought.
No, the actor. It wasn't Gary Coleman in both.
It was Gary Coleman, and nobody knows the other guy's real name. If you said it, I would know it, but I don't remember his real name. But as soon as somebody types it in the chat, I'm be like, yep, that's him. Bartholomew the Third. Lisa says she subbed again, and Karen said she subbed tonight. We appreciate you, ladies.
Yeah, thank you guys. I don't know why it's not popping up. I could do a fake one. Y'all want to see what
Emmanuel Lewis.
Yeah, Emmanuel Lewis. Duh, he's a little light-skinned dude with dimples.
He's like the counterpart of Gary Coleman?
Yeah, he was Webster.
Okay.
And Gary Coleman was, what you talking about, Willis?
Oh, Marshmallow says you can click on the bell to get notified too. Yeah, click the bell, click the like, all those kind of things.
Go into your banking app and click send to us.
Yeah.
I do Zelle.
What's Zelle?
I've never done Zelle.
So you just transfer money from bank to bank.
You never Denzel Washington's?
Wow. That was...
Wow, dude.
Welcome to YouTube. We should make that one a short.
That was worse than Stella.
No, it was not.
Don't do it, Admire. You've been waiting and you've been waiting for one to happen and it hasn't happened yet. But that was close.
It was definitely close. But no, you still wear the helmet. You're still the champ.
We need that. We need like a pink helmet to make whoever had the worst joke. They have to wear it every show until somebody else makes it worse.
Put a dress on them.
Like a dunce cap. Oh, okay. So, Rucker, you were in Mexico last week, so you were on the show. But before we go take our first break, Admire reminded us all that you had agreed to do like a Thanksgiving benefit thing. You know, like Admire did last year where he gracefully waxed his butthole and balls live on air for us for donations.
Yeah, show me the footage of me agreeing to this.
Chat?
There was an episode where you said that you'll wax your body because you want to step up because you want to do something for the show because me and Jay have both done something fucking weird.
I remember saying that I don't give a fuck that y'all did weird stuff and that I wouldn't do anything. But if you can show me that I said this, then we can talk.
Well, that's the bad thing about Twitch is we don't have archives.
No, we have them now, though. We have the receipts. But we don't have that receipt. So you're not going to do it? I mean, I would do it, but like, unfortunately, I'm Canadian and, you know, Thanksgiving's already passed. So
that's fine.
So what does that mean? Does that mean am I arrested?
No, I'm not going to fucking do anything that I didn't agree to do.
I don't know. I think you did. Chat, does anybody else remember, Chris?
Like, I'm going to trust these fucking no good heathens in the chat.
Come on. They're show
You
supporters.
said you would wax your body because you basically fucking shave it anyway.
I don't even know why I would say something like that. I only shave my armpits and my balls. I don't shave my body.
You said you would wax your body because me and Jay have done stuff for the show and it's your
Why would I
turn to
wax
step
my
up.
body when I watched you go through all that pain? Why would I agree to do something like
Well,
that?
would you wax your armpits live on air?
Sure.
Okay, well that's something. Let's
Well,
keep
that's
going.
like how long's your armpit hair right now?
Exactly. So that's why I would do it.
I think if there's any length to it, it's gonna hurt. No, doesn't matter how long it is.
It's got to be a certain length.
Is
Why don't we reconvene about this at a later date?
What do you mean?
Well-
Thanksgiving's like this weekend, isn't it?
Gives a fuck. Well, it says it has to be for Thanksgiving.
We did.
Yeah, like I don't appreciate the fact that I'm in a different country and y'all are conspiring trying to get me to do some stupid shit, as if I would not remember saying some dumbass shit like that.
Lisa says you agreed to it, but nothing specific.
She wasn't even here last year.
It wasn't last year. This was like not that long ago.
No, it was like 4 months ago. Because we were like, Thanksgiving's going to be coming up.
Yeah.
What are we going to do?
Cool.
I mean, just think about the children and all
Fuck
those,
kids.
all the Indians that don't have their bread and water.
Guess what? Tell them to go start a war, and our fucking government will send them some money.
Don't get me
I-
fucking started.
My job is to save these fucking people. I can barely save myself. You seen the price of gas lately?
Actually, it dropped here, man. We're down to like 270.
What did you call me,
Yo,
EJ?
what did EJ just call you in the fucking chat there, bro?
Wow.
That's one of the only like 2 words in the English language that has that word in there. I
What-
can't remember what the other one was.
The other one is the stuff that you mix with salt on your potato chips.
Vinegar?
Jesus.
That's not it.
It's pretty racist there.
Yeah.
I used to think that like when you're playing spades and you renege, I thought that's what the word was from.
No, it's from reneging.
I thought it was a racist word.
No, what EJ said was a racist word.
It's
I
like a
love
couple
how
letters away.
I'm being called a renegger, and somebody that's going back on what they said they would do, but nobody can tell me what I said.
The word that EJ said, is that like an Indian giver?
Yeah, it's like you reneged on it.
Man, there's so many lines that we're walking here, and it's just I love tightrope. What's Lisa saying? 334 here.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I
y'all
follow.
are on the gas if y'all think I'm gonna wax my whole fucking body. Don't say no stupid shit like that. How dare you?
I mean, what's something we could do? Like, I mean, I would do something again, but I'm not doing the same thing. I don't want to.
I'm not in the business of embarrassing myself on the show like you guys are. Y'all are gluttons for punishment. I'm not.
No, but you said it was for. I remember you saying something like, "It's for a good cause. If it's for a good cause, I'll do it." And even Lisa's saying
you know what? I thought I got a good cause. My fucking car payment. All right, let's raise some money for that. I don't give a fuck about a bunch of kids I never met before. How do I know they're really homeless?
Damn.
Well, who said we had
this
to give
is
it to the
not the
homeless
attitude
kids?
you had.
Are you drinking, sir?
No, I'm actually sober. It's
I
probably why I'm upset.
I think that's the problem.
I haven't drank since Mexico. That's probably why I'm upset.
Oh wow, you haven't drinking since Mexico.
I drank way too much in Mexico.
Oh man, every single photo I saw was like, I could taste the Jack, man.
It's not like I recommend anybody to do an all inclusive if you go somewhere and that's available to you. One, for the value, and just not like once you pay for it, it's paid for. You don't have to pay for anything else.
Yeah.
But when alcohol and food is just available to you 24/7, like, and you have no control like I do, it's just not good. I had a great time. I didn't get sick. Tabitha ended up getting COVID.
I think I have COVID right now, to be honest.
So that's a thing. We got really, 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 really drunk. And I can tell you some stories if you want when we come back from break, but we got really drunk on Thursday last week to the point where we were like back in the room going to bed at like 5
Nice.
p.m.
One of those.
Not a.m., p.m., right? Like, and we had to be up to go to the airport the next day. And she was like feeling like shit all the next day. She thought she was hungover. Well, now she's been sick all week. And Tuesday she took a COVID test and she's got COVID. I don't. And I'll tell you why before we go to break. When you go to Mexico, what do they tell you not to drink?
The Wawa.
Water.
So she didn't let any Mexican water touch her lips at all. She wouldn't have ice in her drinks. She wouldn't even fucking clean her toothbrush with the tap water. Me, brush my teeth with the tap water, put ice in all my drinks. You know why? Because it was like a probiotic. You put just a little bit of that Mexican tap water in your system, it prepares you for everything else. My immune system built on fucking Mexican tap water and whiskey the whole time I was there. I could fight off any fucking thing.
Eso sí que es, huh?
Now look at her, fucking COVID, all because she was being a baby about the fucking water down there.
Hope she learns her lesson.
Yeah. See.
See. I see you've learned. You learned the native language.
Yeah. I'll tell a couple little quick stories when we come back, but let's go ahead and take a break.
Yeah, let's do that.
Refill my vitamin water.
All right. We'll be right back. 80 proof, baby.
I bet she didn't think twice about Amarillo. Hell, Denver all but once crossed her mind. She's flying down 40 like a bat out of hell from Memphis. She left me all alone in Montgomery tonight. Digged out in Dallas, railed out in Raleigh, tag teamed up in Tennessee. Ain't no Austin, but fucking Boston. Gave a neck down in New Orleans. Getting me through hell, fucking someone else. Now I'm on my knees, praying she'll come back, give me that sweet ass. But I already know she's getting digged out in Dallas. Well, she's probably in the Lone Star State, sucking on for what's his name. I wonder what her daddy'd say. Maybe he's the one to blame. She's getting digged out in Dallas, railed out in Raleigh, tag teamed up in Tennessee. Ain't no Austin, but fucking Boston. Gave a neck down in New Orleans, putting me through hell, fucking tag teamed up in Tennessee. Ain't no nothing but fucking bossing. Giving Nick down in New Orleans. Putting me through hell, fucking someone else. Now I'm the one on my knees, praying she'll come back, give me that sweet ass. But I already know that she's getting dick down in Dallas. Yeah, dick down in Dallas. She's getting dick down in Dallas. Yeah, dick down in Dallas.
Welcome back, 80 Proof, Rucker, Admire, and J-Bomb here on YouTube. Live.
YouTube.
Almost got me. As the ad said while we were on break, Jay, I like that. Go to our store.
There we go. It's working.
You can get you. Oh, why is there a picture of me right there?
There you go.
I like that.
Yeah.
You can get you a fucking 80 proof pint glass, just like I got right here with orange vitamin water in it. Phenomenal. T-shirts, yoga pants, sports bras, aprons, floor mats, like all kind of shit in there. Go to the store, look around, see if something tickles your fancy, and if you end up getting something, then post a picture of it on social media, tag us in if you can, or DM it to us, and we will share the living fuck out of it.
Yep. And moving forward,
I'll make it my profile picture.
we should auction off your profile picture, to be honest. See what kind of butterfly effect it has for the future.
Remember we wanted to raise money to like fly and hang out with people?
That was a
I'll
When you got drunk,
Yeah, that was
I'll
you.
still do that. I'm sober. I'll still fucking do that.
Yeah, until it comes time to do it, then you'll be like, I never said that. Show me the
No,
receipts.
I'll do that. I got the receipt of me saying that. If we can raise enough money to fly me out to fucking hang out with someone, I'm gonna hang out with people in 80 proof. Who wouldn't be cool to hang out with?
I think
But
that's a
fucking-
win for us more than it's a win for them. If anything, we should fly them out to meet us.
yeah. What if there's like somebody that lurks that like you don't? It's like a complete weirdo, and they come in and just like win it.
I think it's better
Yeah,
for the
my-
show.
I can take my gun anywhere in the States. I've
You know,
flown
we
with my gun
do have
before.
over 1 million downloads.
I've flown with my gun before.
What?
Yeah, but I'm talking like some, what do you call them? A wolf burger.
A booger wolf? That's a woman. That's a female. I don't get drunk with a booger wolf. I don't give a shit. What's she gonna do?
Yeah.
Overpower me and make me have sex with her? I have to want to have sex. You can't rape a man. The fuck?
The internet would disagree with that statement.
Perazio says she has a whole wardrobe of aprons. Cool. Go buy another one then.
So
Wait, Lisa, do you have like a apron OnlyFans? Is that what this is?
oh my God.
Is that what this is?
That could be a thing.
Right?
Yeah, I was just thinking.
Cooking different fucking. Yeah.
Like, you know, where they have like no shirt underneath and their boobs are just moving the apron as they're like,
Like the Martha Stewart picture.
All that side boob. That's all it would be.
it's all side boom and top
They
crack.
fucking turn to the side and they're doing the eggs like this and shit. with the boob.
Constantly whisking, right?
Yeah.
Constantly. It's whisking up
Whisking's a
here.
thing. Wisping or whisking, whatever.
Then when they got to shake something, they jump with it.
That's right. That'd be cool.
Oh, you know
Hey,
what?
really?
You know what else she would do? She'd make a drink too. Like, oh, would you like a drink? And she put in a little thing and start doing that shit right there.
New kink unlocked.
Yes. A little bit of flour here and there. Oops.
Oops, I got frosting on me.
Yeah. That's cool.
Keep sucking shit off her fingers all the time.
Constant.
Stand in front of the freezer for a minute and turn around and
Yes.
fucking bing.
Yes. Yes.
Why is my apron so much smaller all of a sudden?
Smacking the bottom of a ketchup bottle.
Oh, you know what? I'm
Ooh,
good.
keep going. I'm almost there.
Right? Spicy ketchup too? Shit.
Yeah,
You
you-
better stop.
You ladies are dirty.
Right. I'm over here rubbing my house right now.
Bottle of Polynesian sauce and I'll come.
You know, there's nothing sexier than being chauvinistic and girls playing along with it. It just turns me on. I just
What's
fucking love it.
chauvinistic about it?
Well, we're being,
No, we're worshiping the female body in an apron.
She said she had an apron fetish.
Titty worship.
I mean, she didn't say she had a fetish. I made that part up.
Yeah.
She said she had a collection of aprons.
All she said she had a lot of aprons. Now we got her naked smacking the bottom of a fucking ketchup bottle.
She's not naked. She's wearing an apron.
Oh, that's true. That's true. I didn't know Lisa Paraggio was Italian.
Gabagoo.
Boppity boopy.
What makes her Italian?
Her last
Her
name.
Oh,
Yeah, Lisa's pretty whoppy too.
Lisa's not Italian, is it?
There's a lot of Italian Lisas.
My aunt's name is Lisa.
Well, what you
Black
gonna do?
as shit.
Oh, so that's all it takes, eh? A little bit of coffee money for Miss Paraggio and she's getting dick down in an apron.
Now that makes me wonder if that's like a real category.
Look at him. Look at her. He's on OnlyFans. Lisa Paraggio. Okay.
No.
The Mookie. Okay, no. Lisa in an apron.
I did it all for the Mookie. Come on, the Mookie. Yeah, but there's like an older chick on TikTok that's got some big knockers, and she always wears overalls and shit, and she's doing like outdoor work. So
Man.
it's pretty cool.
I lose so much time in my day watching girls do stupid shit on TikTok.
It's the ass clapping that's just so goddamn mesmerizing, right? When they jump.
It's not even that anymore. Now it's just like women are just abnormally hot now. It's like I can't not look at them anymore.
There's a lot of apron porn on the hub.
Nice.
Yeah, I don't know if it's my algorithm or if they crack down on it, but I'm not getting as many TikTok sneaky things that I was getting.
I sent Cavino Instagram today from 80 Proof, because he always talks about this. But I'm just, when you go to your search feature and like there's shit like things you search for that are there, and then there's like shit that's recommended for you also. I'm looking and I'm like, this video can't be what I think it is. So I click on it, and there's a woman. She's literally her baby's laying on the ground in front of her. She's got both of her tits pulled out, and she's like trying to adjust to put her titties in her baby's mouth. And we need to, what do you call it?
Normalize
Breastfeeding in public. You know what? Nobody cares if you're breastfeeding in public, but you're literally using your baby to put your tits on Instagram.
Oh yeah, there's a bunch of those videos. I ran across those a few weeks ago. It was just a reason for them to show their tits.
Yeah, but honestly, like, I don't give a fuck if you're breastfeeding in public. Like, if your baby's hungry, feed the motherfucker. You know why? Because I don't want to hear him cry. By the way, got a story about that. I was called all kind of names on the Carl page about me being an asshole.
Yeah,
really.
But what is it about? Like, there's something about just seeing a regular person's tits versus going to the hub and seeing tits. Like,
Well,
that's the thing about OnlyFans, though, right? That's the thing about OnlyFans. Like, the fact that it's somebody you kind of know or you do know, you're way more intrigued to see that than you are like, all right, let me go look at fucking Christy Mack's tits again. Like, I don't know Christy Mack.
Well, see, this is the beauty.
I know Jane from Publix.
This is the beauty, okay? I'm going to give you some insight in the my philosophies on masturbation. When Twitter came out and Instagram came out, it was like what I would do. This is horrible, but it's so smart. I would go to browsers, right? And I would look through all the names of the porn stars, like where it just has their little thumbnail, and I would purposely not look at their videos yet. I would find the ones that I thought were hot, and then I would follow them on Twitter and Instagram, and then they would become like I kind of knew them. And then once I had that mental rapport with them, then I'd start looking at their porn.
Makes sense.
Pretty crazy.
It's a little creepy, but also
super creepy. Extremely
it's
creepy.
also a little like
it's not weird if it works.
It's a psychological thing that makes sense though, right? Like now it's almost like you kind of like, I mean, we all follow like wrestlers and shit like that on there. Besides them being hot, like if Gigi Dolan one day came out with a porn, like not only do I think she's hot, but I follow her enough to where, like you said, like I kind of know her a little bit.
Yep.
Or if
But
fucking Lisa Paraggio came out with a porn in an apron, right? Like we'd have to watch that,
I mean, I think we would be like obligated to.
right?
I
Because we
would,
kind of know it'd be different.
yeah. Like,
I'd watch that. You give me the hottest porn star out there, and I'd watch Lisa Paraggio on Pornhub before I watch them
Mhm.
because you kind of know her and
Yeah.
you kind of have a connection with her.
I got to
That
see
makes-
it. I got to
Yeah,
see it.
makes sense.
Yeah.
Now, if it's a guy, I don't want to see it. Like if Admire put one out, I don't want to see it. Shit.
Oh, I absolutely have to see it.
oh, yeah, it's like they talk about on Zach and Miri Make a Porno. Is like the second that somebody you went to high school with, if they are in a porn, you're watching that right away.
Mhm.
Doesn't matter.
Lisa says she's expensive, but she's basically saying she's for sale. So
Well, I mean, look, we have friends that do Pornhub and have OnlyFans. They're open about it. The Chaos family, and yeah, I wanted to go see Mike's dick, 100%.
And we did.
Yeah, we did.
I haven't.
You haven't?
My best friend made a porn. Him and this girl he was dating in college, and we went to visit them. Actually, he was back home. Went to his house. And it was like 6 guys in the living room watching his porn with him, and I'm like,
That's cool
so I
shit.
just hung out in the kitchen. I made a sandwich. I think I was with my girlfriend at the time. She didn't want to watch it either because she knew him.
Now, does that make them guys gay, or does that make you gay for not watching?
It definitely makes them way.
If
gay.
you stuck around and watched guys watching porn, that's gayer than watching porn
Didn't
with
watch
the guys.
them watch. I went to another room until they were done so we could all fucking hang out, which is what we were there for.
Mm.
But then somewhere along the way, they were like, Rick, go get the porn. He was like, are y'all sure?
Who did
I'm
it?
like,
Brent? Brent did porn?
Brent did it.
Sick.
He made
Now I really want to see it.
Yeah, I got to
so
see
I
it.
did see I saw the very beginning of it. He's like, you have to watch the beginning. And the beginning was him like knocking on the door, acting like a UPS man. And he's like making all the stupid innuendos, like, I got a package and it's here with your name on it. And then apparently at the end, when he like busted all over the girl, he's like, don't forget you got to sign for that.
Sick.
That's very cool. He's at the King of Queens.
That is fucking awesome.
The girl he was with was hot though. I remember him dating her in college. She was hot. I was
Ooh.
shocked she let him fucking film them. But then again, like,
Did we just like drop evidence that he showed revenge porn?
it wasn't. She let him, and she said it was okay that he showed people. Like that was.
Oh, cool. Oh yeah.
Okay,
She was
but
like, I don't give a fuck who you show.
the question I have is like, was it a porno that was like out there, or it was just like a porn that he made with a friend?
No, this was 20 years ago. There was nowhere to put it out there. He just had it on the fucking video camera. It's like a VHS recorder.
So I
Next
can't
time
see
you
this.
talk to him, can you find out if he still has it?
I can ask him right now.
Well, tell him the guys from 80 Proof absolutely want to see it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so let's say your friend's wife or girlfriend does porn. You go to watch it?
My friend's wife?
Yeah.
Is he in it?
No.
Yeah, I'd watch it.
Fucking right, eh? Yeah. For sure.
I don't care if he is. I'm watching it.
Oh, even if he's in it. Yeah, I'm watching that crazy thing.
If his wife is hot, I'd watch it.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Now,
Nope.
I'm not saying I'm going to absolutely jerk off to it, but I'm going to definitely take a look at it and be like,
If you would have said that 6 months ago, I'd have been like, what the hell else would you do to it? But I've watched so much porn lately and haven't even like touched myself watching. It's just there.
Just background noise.
Yeah, I could see that. Like, sometimes I'm just bored and I'll be be scrolling through Twitter and it'll be on there. And I'll be like, oh, let me look her up. And then I'll just watch like 2 or 3 scenes with her in it and then put my phone away. And go
full
back read.
scenes or like just, scroll
like,
through it,
going
watch it get
through
come
it,
done.
Like scrubbing
Yeah,
through it. Yeah.
scrubbing
Like,
through
okay, what does she look like with a dick in her mouth? Like,
Yeah.
how does
See-
she take it back?
Yeah.
See, Rucker, that's why I'm surprised you had never caught on to Reddit. Like, there's so many subreddits for porn, like everything you could possibly be into. But there's even one called Porn in 15 Seconds that it's like a GIF, whatever you want to call it, of like the opening scene, the middle scene, and the finish. Like, it's the whole porn in 15
Yeah.
seconds.
Reddit's
It's-
very confusing for me. Like, I get on there, I search Gigi Dolan, her second time I've mentioned her. Like, I'm always searching her on there, and I can never find anything.
It's hard.
And then I see all the wrestlers that got like fired from WWE, like Lacey Evans, that have OnlyFans out now. I'll go try to find that, and every now and then I might see a titty here and there.
Lacey Evans is doing titty stuff?
Yeah, she did more than titty stuff on the last video I saw. She pulled him out and then like started touching herself.
Damn, Lacey.
Fucking
She's hot, by the way.
She was a Marine.
Yeah.
Paige Van Zandt, she's pretty open these days.
Yeah.
Still in the
Her
butthole.
butthole. Jinx.
Paige Van Zandt's hot.
Does the level of hotness drop once you've seen in the inside of their butthole?
No,
I mean, if it's a Hope Solo butthole, then it's like fuck.
I never saw that. I never thought she was that hot anyway, though.
Yeah.
Who?
Hope Solo.
Who's Hope Solo?
Look up.
She's always
Well,
pretty
don't
good.
show the screen, but look up Hope Solo butthole, and you'll be there.
So what was the story behind that? Did she get was that the fappening where she got like hacked or something?
Yeah, she got hacked or something. It was supposed to be like a picture for her boyfriend or something.
But if it's not a good video, why would she send it?
I mean, he obviously told her that she had a nice butthole or something.
That's how I saw those Demi Lovato pics.
I'm not seeing it.
It's you don't need to apparently. I heard about that. I have so many of my friends that were like enamored with Hope Solo during the U.S. soccer team's run, and they saw that and they were all just like, ugh, ugh, ugh. Like, was it that bad? Did you see balls or something? Like,
You can't tell me that it's scrubbed from the internet.
Hope Solo. Bumhole. Man, that's a great search.
I love that. We were talking earlier about how we're not growing, and then we do this when we get on here. We wonder why.
Because we end up just looking at girls' buttholes.
I can't figure out why we haven't gotten a bigger audience.
I know. I think I wrote to you guys. We should have more serious conversations on the show to drive discussion. And me and Admire are literally like heads down trying to find this Hope Solo's bum. Yeah.
So, all right. While y'all are looking at that, I want to tell you the story about my airplane experience back from
Mako.
Mexico. So I'm at the airport, and there's a Asian family, mom, dad, kid that can walk, but is still in a little like the fucking front harness that they're carrying them in. So kind of a baby, but the baby can walk, and then an older kid. And we were at Guy Fieri's restaurant getting breakfast, and they were there. They were a little rambunctious. And then we get to the waiting area to get on the plane. They're very rambunctious. Like, parents are not controlling the kids whatsoever. So guess where these motherfuckers sit when we get on the plane? Right in front of me. Right? The dad is supposed to be like 10 seats back, but he decides to come sit right next to him because the plane's half empty. So me and about 15 other people asked the flight attendants, like, hey, if the plane's half full, can we move? And she's like, yeah, once we close the door, you can go ahead and move, right? So we get up, 20 people get away from this family because we realize this is going to be a long, annoying fucking flight with them. About halfway through the flight, the smaller child just starts losing its shit. Now, I understand babies cry. You can't control that. I understand kids. I have 2 of them. They were young once. I understand that sometimes kids are just fucking assholes. Like, you can't reason with them. You can't do anything with them, especially at that age. I get it. This fucking bitch takes this little kid, right? Everybody cleared out. There was at least 15 rows in front of them and about 10 rows behind them before other people were there. So they had damn near the whole middle plane to themselves. She decides to get up, this fucking baby screaming and crying, and walk all the way to the front of the plane. Not only walk there, she was standing where everybody was at trying to sleep and like get over a hangover and shit while the baby's crying, and then slowly walk all the way to the back of the plane and then do it again. And my thing was, am I a dick or is she being really fucking inconsiderate? Because everybody literally left because we saw you couldn't control your kids. So now not only are you not controlling your kids, which again, I understand you can't control a kid crying, but now you're disrupting everybody else. And that whole like on the Carl page, everybody's like, who doesn't fly without noise canceling? I had those, but I'm afraid of flying. I like to hear the announcements. I like to hear the fucking engine going. So I only put one of them in. I listen to what I'm listening to, and then I listen to everything else that's around me. It ain't my job to buy expensive fucking headphones to not hear your badass kids. So anyway, I was called all kind of names about I was inconsiderate and think about the fuck that family, okay? They were assholes from Jump Street, and you weren't there.
Well, yeah, I agree. She's a bitch for parading the baby, crying through the whole area. That's kind of fucked up. But I mean, what's your recommended solution?
I don't know. You could have walked to where you had a whole you had a half of the plane. You could just walk back and forth right there. She was literally walking down the aisle, Admire, and the baby's like in her arm over here. You've been on the airplane. If your arm's right here and the baby's head is right here, if somebody's sitting there, their head's right there. And the baby's literally just fucking screaming.
They should have checked the baby with the sky cap.
Let him walk. How about that? He was walking through fucking Guy Fieri's restaurant. That's probably what he wanted. He probably wanted to be free. Again, they had like 15 to 20 rows of seats that were just theirs. Like everybody left because they didn't want to be flying with them. And she still went out of her way to like disrupt everybody else. And if it would have worked and the baby would have stopped crying, I would have got it. But he didn't.
Yeah.
They should have Benadrylled the baby.
Yes. 100%. I was on.
Did put a little whiskey on his gums. That's what my grandma used to do.
I was on a packed flight home from Hawaii with my son, and he was just screaming his head off. And I just walked up to where the steward people, I don't know, you're not allowed to call them stewardess, flight attendants are. And yeah, I'm like, yo, I don't want to piss anybody off. This is a red eye. They're like, no, you could chill here with the kid, man. No worries. And like they were like super cool about it, and I was bouncing them around, and he shut the fuck up. But so you're saying that there was a whole section where there was nobody, and she kept walking to where there were people?
Everybody left her and her family. So because again, you can kind of forecast like, okay, this ain't gonna be a good. Like when they sat down in front of me, I was like, motherfucker.
Yeah.
And when I saw nobody else getting on the plane, I was like, cool, I'm getting the fuck out of here. And when I got up and moved, I looked behind me, and there was so much fucking commotion back there of people moving around trying to get away, and they had to know, right?
Yeah,
and nobody was being a dick, like, you know, your family stinks or something like that. We all been drinking in Mexico for like a week. Like,
yeah, you don't hear that shit.
I can just take a nap before again, I hate flying. Like, I can feel every little change in pressure, every time the fucking engine slows down. Like, I can feel all of it. And to me, it feels like we're about to die every fucking time. So I can't put noise cancellation into where I don't hear anything. Because to me, if I don't hear the announcements, I need to know if I need to get my fucking mask on, if I need to get my life jacket. You know, we're flying.
None of that matters, bud. You're done at that point.
I understand it doesn't make sense, but when you like, I'm not a big anxiety person, but flying gives me anxiety. I get that it doesn't make sense that I have to be able to see out the fucking window, because if I can't, we're not all right.
I get you.
That's probably why the baby was crying. He thinks just like you.
Well, you should have fucking sat down next to me because my window was open.
But I mean, there's like, I get it, right? Like, there's two different ways it goes. If you have a crying baby and you can see that like the parents are doing everything they can to stop it, I have compassion. If the parents don't give a shit, I'm like, yo, seriously, you should not be allowed to travel anymore.
I agree with you, but you have to take into consideration that they had 10 to 15 rows that she could have walked up and down without further going up. Like, all the lights are out. Like,
yeah, fuck her is what I'm saying.
Like, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, 100% fuck her 10,000 times.
I do have the compassion. Like, I understand your kids fucking, you can't control kids, and the kids, he probably fucking hates it. Like, I get all that, but
not your problem.
Be like, all right, well, fuck everybody else. Like, I gotta, maybe if I take these extra 10 to 15 aisle walk up here, and it was so fucking slow. And you could see just everybody's head turning, looking at her, as she was like standing next to her. Like, are you fucking serious right now?
Where's the flight attendants?
They didn't give a fuck.
That's so dumb, because like, look, when I was
Frontier, dog, they probably back there drinking.
It's true. Like, I was not having a good time. Like, my son would not stop, and we're talking about 4 or 5 hours into the flight, and everybody was coming up to me and they were like, dude, don't fucking sweat it. Like, it's okay.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because they saw how stressed out I was about it. And I would have compassion for that person too. And then another time when I was coming back from England, I had my son, and he was being really, really good. And the guy in front of me, every so often, like, I guess my son would maybe hit his seat or would like throw a toy over there, and they had young kids. And the young kids were like playing with my son through the seat and shit like that, and like, you know, being fun. And he was just being this like total asshole to dad. And all the way until we're at the end and we're getting our bags off to get off the plane. And he turns around and he gives me this like huge talk about, oh, I was once in your shoes and don't worry about it. And I'm like, don't worry about it, dude. You were a huge asshole to me the entire fucking flight, to the point where like even your own kids were uncomfortable with it. And now you're trying to be all like buddy buddy. So,
Yeah.
Well,
I feel all sides of it, right? Like, if I'm on a plane, again, it's not anybody else's business how nervous I am on the plane.
Mhm.
But if there's a kid behind me and he keeps kicking my seat, and I give the parents a look like, hey, can you fucking control him? Don't give me that, oh, he's just a kid shit. Okay, cool. Tell the kid to quit kicking my fucking seat, because
Right.
I paid for a ticket too. I didn't pay for a ticket to get back in my fucking seat kicked. Like,
well, good.
he's not a grown man. I can't whoop his ass, but I can whoop your ass because you're not controlling your fucking kid.
Well, this leads into my question. I think that they recently said that they were going to start doing flights that were like 15 years and older. How much extra would you pay for a flight to be guaranteed kid free?
Oh my God. Hold on, Admire. I'm sorry. Marshmallow opened the chat. Once I was asleep on a plane and had my hair in a ponytail, a toddler grabbed my ponytail and pulled it as hard as they could between the seats towards them. We got to fight. Either the toddler or the parents, but somebody about to catch hands. Are you shitting me? How do you allow that to happen as a parent?
It was funny.
When I was a kid, when my kids were kids and I would take my kids out in public, I watched every fucking thing they do to make sure that they didn't annoy other people. You got to let your kids be kids, but you also got to teach them that there's other people around. You're not the only fucking person here.
I was raised very strictly that you as a child will live in absolute misery, not to inconvenience in the slightest anybody around you. That was ingrained in me forever. To the point where like now when somebody doesn't do that with their children, I'm still like, well, I better not say anything because I don't want to inconvenience anybody, because yeah, it's just ingrained in me. But yeah, it's nuts, man. Like I've been on a flight where somebody's put their feet through the bottom of my seat and touched the back of my feet.
Mm-mm.
And I accidentally stepped on her foot, and oh my God, dude, did I get a fucking scolding.
What? Accidentally? I would have stomped on her.
Oh no, I didn't even know it was there, and I was like half asleep, and I stood up to go, and it was like she screamed and slammed the back of my chair, and she's like, "Ah, my foot!" And I was like, oh my God, I'm sorry. She was not having it.
I'm sorry. Did I step on your foot that was under my fucking seat? If you want on this shit, bitch, pay for first class.
I was quite intimidated. I was
I'm over fucking people, man. Like I'm over people's rudeness. I'm over them not controlling their kids. I'm over them not controlling themselves. I'm over fucking, you go out in public and there's a family of 5 and they're all walking side by side, and then nobody fucking moves to like let you go by either. So you know what? I just started shoulder checking motherfuckers now. Like, cool. You want to walk straight at me? Let's see who wins.
You can do that. You got a gun. I can't do that anymore.
I don't have to have a gun. I didn't have a gun in Mexico. But after like the 3rd time of motherfuckers just walking straight at us, I was like, cool. I'm about to start knocking motherfuckers' shoulders off. Oh,
Not me. I go completely around. Like if somebody's blocking the aisle in Walmart, I'll go completely around. Like,
I pretend to be looking at stuff I'm not interested in, like for a very, very long time. My wife's like,
"Oh,
what are you doing?" I'm like, "Shut up."
I was at the store the other day and there was a woman standing at the end of the aisle, and she's got her cart turned sideways, blocking the entrance of the fucking aisle while she's looking at stuff. And I was there with my daughter, And I said, I guess we can't go down that aisle, Layla, because that woman's got her cart in the way. And she goes, oh, I'm so sorry. Yeah, bitch, you are. Fuck out of the way, Gertrude.
Yep, I would have walked all the way around.
Betty White, man, for sure.
Sick of people. I'm sick of people. People just are annoying. Like nobody has any fucking respect for other people anymore.
Everybody's so absorbed into their own fucking world.
Yeah, the rules don't apply anymore. It's just
Look at the chat. Like, I didn't want to say it. She said it. My wife does that all the time. Like, every time I go grocery shopping with her, she just like is so neglectful with her cart, and it just absolutely destroys me. And she knows how much, like, in public I get all fucked up. And we were at the grocery store together the other day, and I was looking at something on my phone, leaning on the cart, and she comes up to me. She's like, "That's not our cart." And oh my God, man, I jumped like 2 feet in the air. She was fucking with me. It was her cart, but she knows how crazy I get like that.
Wait, so your wife is one of the people that blocks the fucking aisle?
She's fucking horrible.
Okay. All right, so Catherine, let's talk.
Dude,
What's going through your fucking head? When
nothing.
Like,
there's nothing going up in there, man. I'm
I'm
telling
just
you.
like, are you really just aloof and
Aloof.
not paying attention?
Yeah.
Or are you just like, I don't give a fuck. Like I'm doing my thing.
Nothing is going on.
Now, Catherine, I know, partakes in the weed, right? So she could be high sometimes. Maybe she's just aloof. I get it. Some people, I think, just don't give a fuck.
I don't think she gives a fuck.
Rules
either,
don't
though.
apply to them. So
Okay.
Catherine doesn't give a fuck.
Well,
What's worse, the person that blocks it with their cart, or the fucking kids pushing the cart really slow or in your way?
I don't mind that, man. Like again, like the kid on the airplane, like for the most part, I have sympathy for that. If a kid's pushing the cart, like you remember when you were little and you got to push the fucking cart?
hell yeah.
Probably weren't pushing it that fast, but you're having a time in your fucking life. Like I finally get to push the cart. I don't care about that. What I care about are grown-ups. I care about grown-ups that have no fucking like respect for other people around them.
Mm-hmm.
They really fucking bug me.
Yeah, well, I deal with that a lot, and it's not that she doesn't have respect. She's literally like, why do you care so much? She's like, I didn't even do it on purpose. I'm like, yeah, but like,
It's the whole inconveniencing other people thing.
but there's nobody around. Like, honestly, there's nobody around, and it still
But-
just drives me nuts.
Okay, I have a question for Catherine then. Why do you not care so much?
Oh yeah, I say
Like-
the same thing.
But why does your cart need to block shit? Like, why do you have to turn it sideways?
Oh, but the thing is that Catherine would also say like what you said about like, I guess we can't go down that aisle. And I would just absolutely be mortified to the point where I would have to leave, or I would like do that other person's groceries and pay for it. Like when I have a cart, okay, I like leave it in one section of the whole store and I go down the aisle and I grab something and I walk all the way back and put it in that cart. Like I am
Like a fucking squirrel gathering nuts for its
That's
nest.
it. Yeah. Like I am such a bitch, man. I am such a bitch to society. It's horrible.
Yeah, somebody will walk in front of me and I'll be like, "Hey, excuse me, sorry."
Someone's like, "Oh, are you looking for something here?" I'll just be a second. I'm like, "No, I'm not looking for something. What are you talking about? I'm looking at these fucking canned fucking onions or
That's
some
just-
shit."
That's just weird fucking anxiety behavior, though. That has nothing to do with like blocking other people. I don't know. I'm speaking more of like the people that just have no self-awareness, or maybe they do. And like I said, maybe they just don't give a fuck. Like,
Well, those are the same. Those are the same people talking on speakerphone and listening to music
my
on
God.
speaker.
don't even fucking get me started.
That's the same
so-
people.
Here at my complex out front, when you walk straight out, there's a slab of concrete and there's 2 parking spots on each side of it. Next to the one on the left, there's one more parking spot. Then there's a handicap parking spot, and then there's a spot that you're not supposed to park in for the handicap spot where the ramp goes. 2 cars every time I come home are parked in the handicap spot with no handicap sticker, and they're parked in the spot where the fucking ramp goes. Should it bother me? No, but it just pisses me off. And every time I see somebody outside, I don't know if it's their car or not, I'm like, oh, look at there again. Some cocksucker parked in the handicap spot. Like, I make sure to voice this to everybody that's around.
Guy walks up the store like this. He's like, "I just don't have my sign."
No, there's no sign. There's no. Actually, I saw the person parking in there the other day. She was pregnant. but there was like 18 parking spots like 12 feet away. I'm like, I'm sorry, I know you're pregnant, but like that doesn't make you handicapped.
Yeah. It's just the fact that you follow the rules. If everybody followed the rules, the world would run smooth.
Life would be so much better if everybody just, but nobody does anymore. Like it, and maybe it's just I'm old and I'm paying attention to it now. Like when I was younger, maybe I just didn't pay attention, but it feels like now that just nobody gives a fuck anymore.
No, they don't.
And it makes more people not give a fuck. You see people getting away with doing this stupid shit. A lot of people just give up and say, fuck it, I'm just going to start doing stupid shit because nobody follows the rules anyway.
It's happening at a younger age. I think like an adult gets cynical in his old age and starts not giving a shit. But now younger, like that whole, like I blindly respected my elders. Like when I mean elders, I don't mean like 60-year-olds when I was fucking 15.
No, you mean adults.
I meant like if you're 17 and I'm 15, I respected you.
Right.
Like you were older and like, you know, you got the front seat in the car, you got this, you got that. It's just the way it worked. Now it's like the total fucking opposite. Now you're like a couple years older, like you're a fucking loser, bro.
I'll tell you like some real shit. Like I'm having issues with my son about that stuff now. Like how he talks to me and his mom. And I'm like when I was your age, I would never fucking talk to an adult the way you do.
I do have a question about that. Do you think it's because he's so ingrained in the gaming community that those kids just naturally talk shit and don't respect people?
I do think that has
They're
something to do.
horrible. The gaming community.
I think that has a lot to do with it, but I think like kids now think I'm a real person too. I'm not just a child, blah blah blah. And it's like, yeah, you actually are. And they're like, well, why do I have to respect adults that don't? Like, if I don't know them, why do I have to give them respect? Because they're a person. Like, they're older than you. You're supposed to be polite.
That's why you're
And to
there.
them, it doesn't compute. Like, just because they're older than me, I have to be respectful to them. Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, see, that's the thing. We grew up on the whole, respect everybody until they don't deserve it. And now everybody lives by this whole, oh, you got to earn my respect. Like, that's where it went fucked up.
It's super fucked up.
Yeah.
God, we sound like old fucks.
But I am 41.
80-year-olds on 80 proof.
Can you do something for me?
It's a real fucking shame, man. Like, yeah, especially the gaming community. It's brutal, man. It's just absolutely brutal.
Dude, I don't know what it's like anymore, but I just remember, 10 years ago being on there and every other word, N-word.
Yep. It's not as bad like that, but it's like everyone's a loser. Everyone's poor. They like to call each other poor. It's like the weirdest thing.
Shut your broke ass up. I say that all the time.
No, but it's more like, oh, what you have like an iPhone 12?
The group because I hung out with a bunch of rich white people. Shut your broke ass up with your old ass Mustang. I'm driving a Mercury Villager to school. I'm like, I'm poor, but you're poor white.
Yeah. That's good. Do you guys want to take a break and come back and do the show? The game?
Yeah. So we're doing a game when we get back. Just to give you a heads up what it is. Rucker gave me the idea. So we got some mug shots, which we've done before, but we have the crime listed with them. And the guys are going to kind of state how much they would pay to bail this hot chick out. And we're going to see what her real bail is compared to what they would pay.
It's like a mugshot auction.
Will we have time for my my are you too old question?
Let's do that now then, before we go to break.
Well, I gotta remember what it was.
Well, God, you're old. You're too old.
Yeah. You're too old to do topics.
Okay,
No,
then
look, hold on. Wait. Let me scroll.
he's like, let me collect my thoughts.
Where my glasses at?
Yeah. Where's my scratch pad?
Just give
And
me
my-
a moment here.
Admire's girlfriend. Admire, your girlfriend's cute, by the way.
Oh,
She's very hot, dude. Like, I'll kick my coverage.
Good for you. You know, we always make fun of Admire. Remember, Admire was saying he didn't get laid for 2 years before 80 Proof started.
Mhm.
Now we can name like probably 6 or 7 people that he's banged.
yeah.
6 or 7. I can't even name 6 or 7 that I've banged in the 80 proof days.
I can.
6 or 7?
That should be the game.
Faye. There was Tara. There was Tara. There was
Oh, who's the girl who couldn't hear the microphone? Was her name Tara too?
Yeah.
Okay, that's Tara too.
There was the random one, and then there's the one you're dating now. It's 5. That's 5 that we know about. I'm sure there's some you didn't even tell
You
us
missed
about.
one.
There was a lot, Admar.
Which one did I miss?
The one that the Eskimo brother with my dead brother.
Did we know about this one?
Yeah, the one chick that I took to the Royals game.
Oh, right. Yeah.
What about the one that had a kid like a little while ago?
Was she the blonde girl?
You ever bang her? She was real hot. She like came over.
Came over.
She came over. Y'all were hanging out.
I think that's
like,
the blonde girl that he brought to the game.
No.
I thought she had dark, like curly hair.
Wasn't there a girl that you banged and then?
Basically, short story long, admire. You've been getting laid a lot since 80 Proof started. You're welcome.
Yeah.
It's how I get paid.
Your celebrity is has worked out well for you.
Topic for Act Your Age. I was listening to CNR the other day, and their topic was about like people that have kids and people that don't have kids. And they were talking about when you see people on social media that don't have kids that are still like taking selfies and out partying, but they're in their late 40s. And it's like, you haven't grown up yet. And it got me thinking, like, whether you have kids or not, but if you don't have kids or you do, whatever. Excuse me. Who's to say that you have to grow up? Who's to say what growing up is?
Yeah.
You can't take a selfie anymore because you're in your 40s. You can't go out and hang out at the bar anymore. Like, all of a sudden you have to water your flowers and cut your grass and shit like that.
Take walks.
All of a sudden you got to do all this old guy shit that you never wanted to do. If your life allots you to still have fun, like, I was thinking about this and it kind of hit me in a certain way because I'm divorced now and I have my kids, days out of the month and then hang out with them throughout the week. But other than that, like, I have a lot of time to myself. Am I not supposed to have fun because I'm 41 now?
Mm-hmm.
I can give you my opinion on it. There's a big difference. I have friends that do have kids that are grown now, and these people are in the bar 8 days a week. I was just talking to another one of my friends. He's like, yeah, man, I went to the bar this weekend and so was at the bar and he was getting in a fight. Like, there's dudes my age that are still going to the bar and bar fighting and shit. Like, that's the type of shit.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I mean, obviously, like, certain things. Okay, I get what you're saying, Admire. Like, certain things, yeah, you're too old for. But am I too old to go to the bar? Am I too old to, like, hang out and be with my friends? And, like, at what age are you supposed to stop enjoying life? Because you only get one.
I don't think you ever should.
I think that doing that stuff is something you do up until you get married, have kids, and that kind of goes away. But then I think it slowly comes back as your kids get older and you find yourself with more free time. I mean, who am I to judge? But going to the bar every day of the week, that's probably dumb and a problem. But if you're popping in the bar 2 times a week, what's the big deal?
I was gonna say 2 times a month, like, but because you're married and you have kids and you're over 40, you're supposed to not enjoy the things you enjoy. You know what I like? I like football. Sometimes I like fucking on Sundays going and hanging out at the bar and watching football with a bunch of people.
Mm-hmm.
Am I not supposed to do that anymore because I'm in my 40s?
No, but I think, like, if you were still going over to your buddy's house and pre-drinking and then going to the bar at midnight and then hitting on 20-year-old girls and getting into bar fights, then maybe.
Okay, everything besides the bar fights, I still do.
But can I guess that it was Rich that was saying that you're too old for that?
No, it was actually Kavina.
Really? Okay, I was gonna guess it was Rich because he has younger kids and he stays at home more now. But
Well, technically, it was both of them, like talking to Spot and people like that about, you know, you never progressed in life, and not necessarily Spot, but like saying people that never, they're still in the same place in life, and it's like, well, whose timeline are we living by, right? Like, because somebody didn't have kids and didn't get married, that means they didn't progress in life. Maybe they're doing fucking great and they're enjoying themselves. You get one life. You don't have to live by somebody else's timeline. If you don't want kids, don't fucking have them. If you don't want to get married, don't fucking get married. If you want to go out and you want to party at 45 years old and a bunch of 20-year-olds are partying with you, then go fucking do it.
right, I mean,
Who are you hurting?
You're not hurting anybody if you don't have kids, you don't have family and stuff. Yeah, for sure.
If it's not illegal and it's not immoral, then who the fuck are you hurting?
I mean, look at Cheers. I mean, that's
Right.
I think it's more like, let's say you sign up for it in your mid-20s, right? You sign up for it and you make that commitment, and then all of a sudden, like 5-10 years later, you're like, you know what, this isn't for me. And you kind of ditch everything to go and do that, and you abandon family or kids and stuff like that. I think that's pretty shitty.
Marshmallow says, when I was younger, I thought 40-year-olds at the bar were old.
Yeah, but the bars that we were going to when we were at that age are different than the bars that we go to now. Like, we go to bars where like the 40-year-olds go to.
there weren't
Also,
sports
you gotta-
bars back then.
You also have to think about what 40-year-olds looked like 20 years ago. Do
I mean-
40-year-olds look like us, or did they look like Norm from Cheers?
They look like Norm from Cheers.
I mean, my opinion is go to the bar as much as you want. It only becomes a problem when it affects your family.
Lisa Paraggio says, exactly. What are you doing at the bar? No, you're not hanging out instead of going to work or spending time with your kids. And that was it actually reminded me of something that Jay said about me. Because, you know, obviously sometimes when you listen to something, you like take it personally, which I did. And I was sitting there thinking about like my life right now, which is way different than it was like 3 years ago. But last show, we were talking about Jay and me hanging out in Atlanta. And yes, I go to bars. Yes, I like to get drunk. But you know what I don't do? I don't like to bail on my responsibilities.
Mhm.
Like, we were getting shit-faced drunk, and I looked at Jay, and I was like, I got to go home. I have to go to work tomorrow. And I made it to work the next day, right? Like, I feel like if it's not something that is stopping you from taking care of whatever responsibilities you have, who's anybody else to tell you that like you need to grow up, or
they're probably miserable, the people that are saying that.
right, you haven't progressed yet. I don't need to progress to your timeline. I don't know,
They
it's-
haven't progressed
but
yet. If they're looking
I-
behind them, they haven't progressed. When you
I
level
also
up, you
think
level
that
up.
I think that they're kind of jealous of people that get to do that, so they try to make it out to be a bad thing.
Yeah, that's what they're telling themselves, so they don't sit there with FOMO all night, you know?
Yeah, bars are stupid. Fuck.
I have some friends that don't have kids, and I laugh at their posts when they're like, man, today sucks. At least I don't have to come home to a house full of kids. I'm like, cocksucker. You're absolutely right. Like, you get to go home and just chill, which, you know, for the most part now I get to do after I get done talking and hanging out with my kids or whatever. But I don't know, I don't know. I think people are way too judgy. And I think the whole you haven't grown up and you haven't progressed in life, like, I don't want to stop having fun. I don't want to get to a point where I don't want to have sex with the person that I'm with anymore. You ever thought about that? You ever thought about your grandparents? Like one time they had sex and it was the last time they ever had sex for the rest of their life. I don't want to get to that point to where sex isn't on my agenda of things that I want to do.
Well, it's going to get to that point one day.
Yeah, but I don't want to get there. That's why I want to die.
No,
at
it
65.
is not. It's not going to get there.
That's why I want to go at 65, right? I don't want to get to the point where going to watch a ball game at a sports bar isn't fun. Like, I'm too old for that.
Mm.
I don't want to get to a point where I can't call my friends up and we go take like a weekend golf trip or something like that. Like, oh, you're too old to be doing stuff like that. Says who? Fuck you.
That's fair, though. I agree.
Anyway, I'm off my soapbox now.
Let's go to break.
I like it.
Play a game.
All right, we'll go to break. We'll come back. We'll play the game, and then we'll wrap things up.
Fucking do this.
80 proof, baby. We'll be right back.
I eat my dinner in my bathtub, then I go to sex clubs, watching freaky people getting it on. It doesn't make me nervous, if anything, I'm restless. Yeah, I've been around and I've seen it all. I get home, I got the munchies, binge on all my Twinkies, roll up in the tub, then I go to sleep. And I drank up all my money, dazed and kinda lonely. You're gone and I gotta stay high all the time to keep you off my mind. High all the time to keep you off my mind. There's no days locked in a haze, trying to forget you, babe. I fall back down. Gotta stay high all my life to forget I'm missing you. Pick up daddies at the playground. How I spend my daytime losing up the frown. Make them feel alive. I make it fast and greasy. I'm numbing way too easy.
Are we back?
Yeah, we'll do a quick one because we got to wrap up.
Damn.
I didn't even go refill my.
Oh, what the hell? Go refill it. We'll
Nah, it's
get.
all good. We're good. We're good. Let's do this.
Show the ladies.
All right. Ow. That hurt. Okay. So, what do I need
Can I
to
ask
do
a
here?
quick question?
Yeah.
If you fly from Atlanta to Vegas for somebody's birthday, are you obliged to give them a gift? Or
No.
are you the gift?
Here's a gift. Buy him a drink.
Buy them lunch. Buy them breakfast.
Buy him a drink. It's cheaper.
Do I have to buy him anything? Like I
No.
came to fucking Vegas for your birthday.
Weren't you going anyway?
No, I'm literally going to Vegas for his birthday.
Wow.
That was the whole point. I was just asking. Cool. Let's do this. Let's do the game.
All right. Ready?
Yes, sir. Ooh.
All right, we're starting out. Now you got to remember, this is real crimes and real money.
Can you go over the rules again, Admire?
So you're going to tell me if you would bail her out and what. He just asked for the rules and walked away.
I think he's got his headset on though. What are the rules?
Welcome back. So what we're going to do is you see her crime there, possession of
The point of me-
marijuana.
The point of me telling you to go over the rules while Jay had that picture up was so I could go grab my fucking vitamin and water.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
He called you. He ruined that one.
Yeah, fuck that up.
What a dick. Okay, go over the rules again.
Yeah. So he's going to show the picture. It's got her crime listed. And you got to think, this is a real crime. This is real bail money. You got to tell me your max that you're paying to bail her out based on her looks and maybe what you think she could do.
She's cute.
She's hot.
Yeah, I like it.
So pull her up, Jay. Can we
Yeah.
see it again?
Yeah, there she is.
Possession of marijuana and possession of paraphernalia.
What's the paraphernalia? Was it like dildos and shit?
No, drug paraphernalia. For sure. I mean, she's cute. I mean,
She looks like she's struggling with life. She looks like she's hurt.
she got crazy eyes. That's for sure.
Got daddy issues.
Yeah.
She needs a
I don't know what the going rate of bails are, but I'm gonna say something like $800.
So are they calling you and saying, "Hey, I got arrested. I need bail money. This is how much it is," or are you just like going down there like Captain Save-A-Ho, like, "Who got arrested tonight?"
Well, we can play. Well, this is a new game, so we could play it however you want.
I feel like these are people you know, and they need bail money.
Oh, they're people you know?
Yeah, it's a chick you know. You're single. And
Oh.
she's like, I haven't talked to you in a while, but I got arrested for possession of marijuana and paraphernalia. Is there any way you can come up with the bail money? And you say, how much is the bail money? Because when you say how much, you already have an idea how much it is. All right, I do 500 for her.
800
And
bucks.
Jay went 800.
Yeah.
Man, Jay, you're overpaying. Rucker nailed it. $500 girl right there.
Man, he would have gotten her. I would have gotten her though, because she would have pocketed 300 bucks. She would have had a little bit more money for tricks, you know?
See, Rucker saved money. Rucker's taking her on a nice date when she gets out.
Oh, okay, I get it. So that's how you win the game, is to get like what we think her bail should be.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. Somebody's going to take her home if they get the right number.
Yeah.
But if you bid too low, you're not taking her home.
Okay, so as closest without going over, I went over.
Oh wait, so I got the fucking supermodel drug dealer?
Yeah,
Fuck
bro. Yeah.
I'm done. I don't need to win anymore.
Man, I want the other showcase.
She had a lot of Meghan Markle vibes going on.
I want the showcase.
Oh no, I'd give her $50. I don't care what she did.
We got assault on a government official, which this one was from England. So we're just going to call this assault on a police officer.
She's from England too. Her teeth are probably fucked up.
Yeah, but I like it. She looks so fucking like.
She looks young.
Yeah, she's a little too young looking, but I want to think she's like, a little methy. And
yeah, she's got like that. She's got that dirty Lindsay Lohan thing going on.
Yeah, I kind of like when they're a little bit methed out. It's cute.
A little methy.
Yeah. She also looks like she has a lisp and she's trying to say messy. It's very methy. I'm gonna go with. Well, actually, you know what, Rucker, you won the first one, so you go first.
$50.
50. Well,
I don't know.
He doesn't want her.
What does she do?
Assault on a government official.
I wouldn't pay more than $50 to get her out.
I'm gonna go with $400.
She looks like she should be in the Joker's clan.
Why is that so true? Well, you guys aren't getting her out of jail today. She is at 15 grand for a bond.
Whoa!
Is that in pounds or dollars?
That's dollars. We're going dollars here. $15,000 if you assault a police officer, they're going to try to keep you.
I think it's more than a police officer. She's got an orange jumpsuit on and everything. The first girl didn't look like she had that. This girl looked like she had nothing on. Yeah.
She won't when I get them bailing her out of jail. $500.
Oh my god, the next one. Holy shit. This girl's a supermodel.
She ain't no supermodel.
No, she has that like chic look, you know?
DUI?
Yeah, we got a DUI here.
Well, what's that go for? I admire.
So wait, the game is how much you're willing to pay versus how much you think it's worth?
Yeah, it's how much you're willing to pay.
I'd be willing to pay like $250 if I knew her and she called me and said she needed bail money.
$250, man. I'm gonna go like $1,500 on her.
Jay's gonna be
pay $1,500 for that girl.
Yeah, she looks cute as shit, man.
Look how trashy she is.
Yeah, I know.
Go to Walmart and get a whole fucking bag of groceries. Those bags.
Dude, look at that. She got natural pouty lips, man. No injections and shit. Big thick eyebrows.
Natural.
Yes, they are.
The trashier she looks, the more Jay's paying.
Yeah, those are real, man.
Look how she's holding that fucking card right
Yeah,
there.
it's all dainty, but like pretty secure on her right hand, and like she looks pretty good for drunk, man.
Well, Jay's gonna be the closest, but you ain't taking her home. She's $3 grand.
$3 grand?
Yeah,
Ooh.
I wouldn't pay $3 grand in bail for her.
I wouldn't pay it either.
Horacio says she definitely owns aprons.
We got a leaving the scene of a crash causing serious bodily injury and leaving the scene of the crash causing property damage.
She's leaving the scene because she's on her way to meet me. My goodness.
And this girl can't even look at the camera.
She ain't got to.
She has so much guilt and shame.
And you can kind of judge the prices as we go off of the different crimes and what you've heard so far, so you know what to bid on her.
Serious bodily injury, leaving the scene of a crash causing property damage. I mean, I wouldn't pay top dollar for her, but if I had to make a guess, I'm going to say she's probably somewhere in like that's quite a bit. That's 2 charges. I'm going to say $2,500.
$1,750.
Wow.
Man, you guys are bad at this game. She's
Hey,
staying in jail, man.
I hit
This
one
is-
right on the nail. Fuck you.
Is that a trick
this is a-
question?
This is a $10,000 girl.
Oh.
In what city?
Well, these prices I got, this is the state of Texas, how much it would cost you.
Okay.
Some are from Texas, some are from Carolina. I had to search out and see what the bond was on a lot of these.
Lisa said the first girl owns aprons. Yes, she does. Ooh.
We got possession of a controlled substance and a DUI, 2 for 1.
Want to be Becky Lynch?
Yeah, a little bit of Lana Del Rey, Becky Lynch going on there.
Now, if you guys are paying attention, we've already done a possession of controlled substance and we've already done a DUI.
Yeah.
I wouldn't pay more than $250 for her, but I'm gonna say $3,000.
Man, I don't have good memory. I'm going to say $5,000.
I think Rucker's closer here. She's a $3,500 girl. You got $3,000 on the DWI and $500 on the possession.
It's only $500 for possession. It's not bad.
Yeah.
It's not bad at all. Ooh, I think Rucker's going to like this one.
That's racist.
Well, not because
Domestic-
she's black.
Just because she's black, oh, Rucker's gonna like this one.
No, it's just, she's giving me Trump.
Alicia Fox.
You think
Domestic violence and criminal mischief.
is her
like
lips natural?
I don't know, but the domestic violence shit turns me on. Hurt me a little bit.
Criminal mischief. Ooh.
You know she's good in bed just because of the domestic violence
Look
part.
at that look on her face. She's like, yeah, I did it.
Yeah. She says, fucking take me to jail.
She likes handcuffs.
Mhm.
Getting rough, domestic violence. Ooh.
What's your number, Chris?
My kids never see this.
They're in the other room.
No, they're not here.
They're subscribed.
Yeah, seriously.
Why does it say Layla 3636? I'll go 1850.
$18,500?
$1,850 because I feel like me and her would be friends, so I'd be willing to go a little high on her.
They booked her, man. She's in Orange. I'm gonna say $4,000.
You guys are way low. This is a $15,000 bond.
What?
And what did she do?
Bond?
Yeah.
Y'all know what
$15,000
bonds
bond.
mean? Though bonds are like 10% of how much their bail is.
We're going for the full bond.
So her bail was $150,000.
No, her bond is $15K. So with a bail bondsman, you could do a 10%, so it would be $1,500.
Oh, okay. I'm thinking her bail is
Bail
thinking
and
her
bond, same thing.
Yeah, I'm thinking her bond is 10% of what her bail is. Okay, my bad. Now I'm good.
This
So
is a
they-
heavy hitter here, boys. We got 4 DWIs and battery on a police officer.
You know, she's kind of cute if her eyebrows aren't so fucked up.
Her name is for sure Natasha.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
So Jay, just to be clear, what we're betting on is how much it would cost to get her out of jail before the bond.
Like the whole thing, right?
Yeah.
We're betting on both.
We're talking cash bond.
Yeah, I've been going the bail bondsman, which is 10% of what that is. So I've been doing it wrong. For DUI, ooh, I'm gonna say $23K.
I think she's naked. Marshmallow says, "Why does her shirt look like it should be on her shoulders?" I think she's holding up a towel.
That's definitely a blanket.
Yeah.
I can tell you.
If you cover up her eyebrows, she's pretty. Those
Yeah.
eyebrows are stupid though. Everybody in the chat, women, please don't do your eyebrows like that.
I
Don't
think
shave your eyebrows off and draw them on your forehead.
I think she just plucked too much in the 90s.
That's not plucking.
4 DUIs, battery, and university police officer. That's not a real cop. 35,000.
Lisa says if she attacked a police officer, probably a restraint jacket.
35,000.
Which is kind of hot, by the way. A restraint
Well,
jacket.
you guys ain't getting her out, but combined, you might get her out. $53,000 bond for her.
Wow.
That fourth DWI is a motherfucker. That's automatic go to prison.
Jesus.
Do not collect $200 when you pass go.
Oh, yes.
Disorderly conduct.
Yeah, she showed her titties.
Yeah, buddy.
And look how happy she is about it.
Oh, collarbone right there, girl.
Yeah. Yeah. $3,000.
1,600.
Man, you guys were ready to get her out, man. She's a cheapie. Disorderly conduct's going to cost you $500.
Swing.
I got that in my fucking drawer in there. Oh, she can do that tonight. You need somewhere to sleep? I'm just saying. You can't go home? I got you.
Oh man, this one looks remorseful as fuck.
Oh, Hillary Duff. Hey, girl.
Yeah, Hillary Duff. I thought the same thing, bro.
I don't give a damn what it costs. Driving while impaired. Yeah, by this dick.
Plus, she's drunk. That's awesome. I'm gonna say like she's cute, so it's probably cheaper. $2,250.
I'm just curious. Like, do you have her actual name and where she lives?
No, I don't.
She literally could be a Hillary Duff doppelganger.
Yeah, she looks like her.
Like, she's not as hot as Hillary Duff, but she's pretty fucking close.
Well, she's also arrested and drunk.
Man, her eyes are red as fuck.
She's crying. She tried to blow her way out of a few.
I feel like she's looking at me, trying to get me to bail her out for real right now.
Help me, Chris.
Chris, please.
Yeah,
I'm gonna tell you how I met your father.
yeah. You can call me Liz McGuire.
Let the rain fall down. I'm gonna go. What was her crime again?
Who cares?
That's not much. $900.
Nope. Same as a DWI, man. That's $3,000.
Oh, I said $2,250.
Yeah, you still ain't getting her out. You need
Driving
to.
while impaired. I thought driving while impaired was way different than a DWI.
Nah, driving while intoxicated, driving under the influence, and driving impaired. The same thing.
Okay.
We got a crier.
Yeah.
Domestic battery, which I don't know what the difference between a domestic assault and domestic battery is, but
With a weapon. She looks like she was purchased. like a 90-day fiance, you know?
she looks like she's crying because this is not the first time this has happened.
Yeah, she looks like a spy.
Mm-hmm. What do you think?
I think I'd let her hit me.
How much?
A lot. Like, choke me a little.
No, I mean, how much money?
Oh, my bad.
This guy's jerking off in his
my
mind.
nipples while
Yeah.
Domestic battery. They don't take men getting beat up seriously. Wait, is she a lesbian?
Maybe. She might be.
I don't think so.
Okay, because they don't take men getting beat up seriously. So I'll say $850.
I'm gonna go with $4,000.
Jay, you're close, but not getting her out.
Jesus.
Domestic battery, $5,000.
Damn it. Oh.
Ooh.
Attempted murder and assault.
Hey there, fucking Cardi B.
Yeah.
Now I'll tell you, boys, this one is not cheap.
I'm gonna go with a $150,000.
$163,500.
Not even close. You couldn't get her out if you both wanted her.
Wow.
$500,000 bond on an attempted murder.
Jeez.
That means if she got a bail bondsman, somebody would have to come up with $50,000 cash just to get her out.
Sorry, girl, can't help you.
Oh, I got the next one here. Big time. $500.
Ooh.
Possession of a controlled substance.
$500.
Why is she so hot?
I don't know, but I got her first. $500.
$1,500.
Jay's getting her out.
Yeah.
$500.
Yeah.
But Rucker has the backup plan. He can bail her out 3 times. She can keep getting in trouble. He'll get her out every time.
This one looks like she's gonna bring me to some hipster club in New York and like get some weird food on the way and maybe have roller skates on. But I'm all about it.
And she also has MDMA on her.
That's cool. That's cool. That's cool. Ooh, this one's something else.
That is probably a man.
She could stay.
That's a man.
$1, Bob.
75 cents.
Yeah, she's a $50,000 girl. Probation violation and failure to appear. They're afraid she's not going to appear again, so her bond is very high.
You say
That's
50
not her
grand?
bond. That's not her bond. That's how much it'll cost for her fucking operation.
50 grand? Yo, she's gonna rot in prison. Ain't
Yeah, I
nobody
don't
got
think
time for
anybody's
this.
getting her out.
No. Ooh, I don't know. I don't like it. That's a dude.
We got another DUI.
That's not a dude. The other one was. She's hot.
Hot. Look at the jaw, bro.
I don't know. I think she's cute.
She looks like a dude dressing up as cosplaying as the girl from Twilight.
DUI, $6 grand.
DUI, I think we said was like $1,500.
You guys are both wrong. Rucker's getting her out twice. That's a $3,000 charge.
Jesus. Oh.
Oh.
Oh?
No, not up to her nose and her eyes.
She looks like she's already done the Glug Glug 2000, man. Look at that mascara run.
Yeah, she looks like a porn star that never made it,
Yeah.
and maybe a meth problem.
Everything about her looks fake. Her nose looks fake.
Yeah.
Her eyes look stupid. And then her hair looks like a wig.
It does look like a wig.
You know what? I'm not offering her anything. Stay in jail.
Theft? I'm going to take a wild guess at here. I mean, if it's cheap enough. $2,500?
$1,750.
$5 grand.
No, not worth it. You staying?
Yeah.
Not tonight, Susie. Oh. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Disorderly conduct.
Yeah. She talked
And
back.
you can tell she's wild. She's already got a big old gash in her nose.
Yeah, she talked back.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
And fun fact, that jumpsuit she's wearing there with the gray and black stripes, that's what I wore while I was in. Exact same thing.
You didn't look like that.
I did not look like that.
I promise you didn't look like that.
Did you meet her?
No.
Oh, too bad. Look at those lips.
I am.
What do you think she is? You think she got some Asian in her? I think she's got some Asian in her.
I would go like more Filipino.
Same thing.
Russian.
That's cool.
I think Russian. She looks more Russian to me.
I think she got like Russian Filipino in her, but a lot of Russian people are like Asian looking, man.
Yeah, some black in her when I bail her out.
Yeah. Disorderly conduct. That's like showing your boobies. I think the other girl was like $900. I don't know.
I'm sorry. She's bleeding in the picture, Jay.
Yeah.
She definitely did more than show her tits.
Well, maybe she showed her tits and her boyfriend fucking
Slugged her.
maybe she showed her tits.
She's doing way more than showing her tits. She's bleeding in the fucking picture.
Well, you never know, eh? Maybe she, showed her tits and then said something she shouldn't have said. Like, anything. I'm gonna go with like $2,800.
Disorderly conduct, I'll go $1,250.
Man, you guys are high on her. $500.
That's cool. That's cool. We got her a lot. You could go first. I'm still down. I get the other eye though.
Oh, hey, I got $750 to get some Neosporin on the way home.
You need a cold compress, babe?
You got enough to stop and get her stitched up.
Get her some food at the 7-Eleven and shit, That's cool. That was good. I didn't get the concept at first, but that got fun.
Yeah, I'll work on it.
Definitely save the best for last. Oh my God.
That was fun. I liked her.
I'll come up with more games that we can play that involve.
Find her on Twitter or Reddit to see if she has an OF.
You could just reverse Google search them with the
I don't know
picture.
what that is.
You right click on the picture and you It's just his reverse search. So wherever Admire found him on the internet, you just right click it and do it. It'll bring you to every time that photo is posted anywhere, people that look like her and shit. Don't ask me why I know all the creepy stuff on the internet, but I do.
Is that creepy?
A little bit. A little creepy.
Yeah, it's all right.
Well, that was YouTube, y'all.
I liked it. Shout out to everybody in the chat that hung out. Mostly women. It's weird that we have more women subscribers and participation people. And
When all we talk about is dude shit.
yeah. When all we talk about is like how hot women are.
Are we bitches? Are we like little bitches? And unrelatable to guys who were just like, girls are like,
No.
oh my God, you guys are so chatty.
I will say this though, like the women that we have that pay attention are attractive.
We're doing okay.
We're like, maybe we're like Matt Rife. We're,
Catherine,
you
hot.
know,
Lisa Paraggio, hot. Who else is in here?
EJ, hot.
EJ, sexy as shit. He's not a woman though. Taryn, hot. Like, hey, at least we got good-looking women that pay attention to us.
That's cool. That's cool. All right, well, let's get the fuck out of here, boys.
Show next week. We got Thanksgiving next week.
That's on you guys.
We'll figure something out sometime.
I don't have shit to do Thursday night.
Me neither.
I don't know. I think I'll probably be with family.
I might be at the bar.
Well, we'll figure it out for sure. But
I'll have my kids through the morning of Thanksgiving, and then they'll go with their mom and their side of the family, and then I'll watch the Cowboys game. So I don't know. I might go fucking hang out at the bar because I gotta go work Friday morning. Am I too old to be at the bar on Thanksgiving?
no,
Hell no. That's the best day.
it's a good day.
I'm young and handsome.
Hmm.
My girlfriend will be out of town.
Oh,
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, hey,
I have absolutely nothing to do.
let me tell you what to do. You go down to the police station and you see who needs bailed out. But you
I was thinking I
have
could
to
do
look
it.
at the mugshots first.
I was thinking I could do 80 proof, but I guess you got a point, Ed.
yeah. You got $1,500 in a dream, man.
You got anything you want to say, Admire, before we get up out of here?
Yeah, that's it.
J-Bomb?
Thank you all for the subs. Keep it going. If you can, whatever accounts you got for YouTube, do us a favor. Go out, hit that sub button, hit that like button. Share if you want to. Everything is free. We're not asking for any money here.
I would love to get up on Facebook tomorrow and see you guys sharing our YouTube page or Twitter or Instagram or something like that. And if you don't have anything to do, you're going to be in Vegas December 1st through the 4th. I'll be out there. My homeboy Nate's 40th birthday. There'll be some Carls out there.
Captain Carl will be there.
Yeah, I think Ian Kennedy's going to be there. Jess in Vegas will be there. I might go to a fucking Thrashers game.
The Green Door.
I'm definitely going. So, can I say this real quick? I booked a flight from 12 o'clock noon Vegas time, nonstop to come back home so I could sleep in. They canceled that flight and put me on a 10 a.m. flight with a 3-hour layover in Dallas. So I called and I was like, what the fuck is this about? Like, it's not what I booked. They were like, oh, that flight got canceled. We'll put you on the best thing. I don't want to do that. So now I have an 8 a.m. flight Monday morning. So I basically said, like, we should just stay at the Green Door until they close and then go to the airport.
Ooh.
Ooh, you're gonna go in there smelling like patchouli and pussy.
Yeah.
I mean, we could go back to the hotel and like shower and pack up. And then
Probably a good idea.
Yeah.
you don't have to fuck when you go to the Green Door.
But you're gonna
I mean, I'm fucking somebody or I'm fucking my hand.
But I tell you this, I think I might get some blue chew.
what?
Yeah, do it, man.
What's
Yeah.
it-
I think I might try to put on a show this time.
Oh, you to get
Dude.
some Blue Chew?
Didn't I tell you about when I took Viagra?
Mm-mm.
Dude, it's bigger than you've seen it in the last 20 years. Like
I don't
all
know.
the blood goes there. It's
I
amazing.
don't want it to get bigger. I just wanted to fucking act right. Like
No,
one time I was in there and I was like, "What are you doing? Stand up!"
No, dude,
What's
it
happening right now.
it stays hard, like hours.
And then at the very end, it was like, "Hello, I'm here to play," and I was like, "Where were you at 2 hours ago?" Anyway, that's it. 80 Proof episode 1 on YouTube. Episode fucking
10,000.
yeah. Thanks everybody for joining us. Pay attention to our Discord and our Instagram and Twitter and all that. We'll let you know if we're going to do a show next week. We appreciate you joining us. Go check out our store. Buy all kind of shit from there. Until next time, for J-Bomb, Admire, I'm Rucker. This has been 80 Proof. Peace.